You know those days, or maybe even whole chapters of your life where everything just clicks? It feels like you're in perfect sync with the world. And then, of course, there are the other times. The times where it feels like you're just pushing a boulder uphill, swimming against some kind of invisible current. Well, what if I told you that current wasn't just a feeling?
And get this idea is ancient. This line from a classic Chinese text just nails that feeling of being blocked, right? It suggests that this isn't just in our heads. It's like a cosmic misalignment. When the timing's off, everything, from the sun and moon down to one single person's luck, is affected.
So what is this invisible force? Is it just random luck? Is it fate? Or is it something we can actually understand? Well, an ancient concept from Chinese philosophy has a really fascinating answer, and that's what we're going to get into today.
Okay, so let's get right to the heart of it. This invisible force has a name, and it's called Tian-Shi. To really get it, we need to break down what those words actually mean.
So Tian-Shi is two characters. Tian, that means heaven, the cosmos. And Shi, that means time, or the right moment, the opportunity. Put them together and you get heavenly timing. It's this deep idea that for anything to really truly work out, the moment itself has to be, well, it has to be ripe.
But listen, we're not just talking about planting crops in the right season or, just getting lucky. The source material says it's way deeper than that. It calls it the Dao Ji, the cosmic mechanism. I mean, think about that. It's like the universe has this internal clock, this fundamental principle that dictates when things are meant to bloom and when they're meant to wither away.
So, if this cosmic timing is a real thing, what does that mean for us, right? Are we just along for the ride, or do we actually have a choice in how we deal with it? Well, this next part is all about our two basic responses. We can either align with this force, or we can try to resist it.
This philosophy really boils it all down to two simple choices. Your first option, you can align with the timing, in Chinese, Shun Tian Shi. This is like hopping in a canoe and just flowing with the river. It's smooth, things work out, you make progress. Or you can resist it, Ni Tian Shi. And that's like trying to paddle upstream against a super strong current. And we all know what that feels like. It's just exhausting, it's frustrating, and you end up going absolutely nowhere.
We have this saying that we all love, right? Heroes create the times. The idea that these great, powerful individuals can bend history to their will. Well, the ancient text we're talking about is pretty blunt. It basically says, that's false.
So if the heroes don't create the times, what does? This philosophy completely flips the script. It says the times create the heroes. It argues that this heavenly timing is the real game changer. And it doesn't just create heroes, it creates villains, it creates the rich, it creates experts, it even creates disasters and bad luck. The idea is, without the right timing, even the most brilliant person in the world is essentially powerless.
And now it gets even more interesting. See, this heavenly timing isn't just one big, simple thing. It actually works on different scales, kind of like different currents flowing within a giant ocean.
So we can break it down in two ways. First, by its source, you've got natural timing. That's the predictable stuff like the four seasons. But then you've got social timing, which is the messy, unpredictable flow of human society. And you can also look at it by its scale. There's big timing, which is like a giant wave that affects everybody. Think about the global pandemic. And then there's small timing, which is more like a local current, like a new trend in your industry or a project at work.
Okay, so this is all really cool to understand, but let's get to the important part. How do we actually use this? How do we learn to ride that wave instead of getting totally crushed by it? The secret is all wrapped up in this one phrase, Shun Tian Ying Shi. It means to align with heaven and respond to the timing. And that word, respond, is everything. See, this isn't about just sitting back and passively waiting for things to happen to you. It's about actively watching the currents and then making a smart, strategic choice. And that leads to this really powerful two-part strategy. First, when you feel that resistance, when the timing is clearly against you, the move is Tao Guang Yang Hui, which means you hide your light and you bide your time. This is strategic patience. It's not about giving up. It's about going underground to sharpen your skills, build your strength, and get ready. But then, when you feel that wind at your back, when the timing is with you, the strategy flips completely. The call to action is Bushi Shiji, do not miss the opportunity. That's the moment to go all in, to act decisively, and to pour every bit of your energy into what you're doing.
And that sense of urgency is real. Because, as this old saying reminds us, these windows of perfect timing, they don't stay open forever. When that moment comes, you have to be ready to jump, because it might not come around again.
So let's bring all this amazing ancient wisdom right here, into the now. What does all of this actually mean for you today?
There's this beautiful line of poetry that I think captures the feeling perfectly. It's this idea of being lifted, almost effortlessly, by a powerful tailwind. It's not about clawing your way to the top. It's about catching the right current that just carries you there. Your talent, your effort, those are the wings. But it's that wind of timing that really lets you soar.
So I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. Take a good look at the currents in your own life, in your career, your relationships, your passions. Instead of just trying to force things, just for a second, stop and observe. What good wind is already blowing for you right now, just waiting for you to catch it?